A very good morning, students. So this is for 10th standard, which is chapter 3. In chapter 2, you have studied about optics. Optics, where you have studied about ray optics, and you have studied about convex lens, and then the structure of the human eye, and what are the various defects and how to rectify it, and simple microscope, compound microscope, and then about telescope. How lenses are used, that is application of lenses. That is what you have studied in your second lesson. Now moving on to third lesson. Third lesson, it is called as thermal physics. Thermal, that itself says that it is going to be heat. So in physics you learn everything about energy. First lesson was about mechanical energy, second lesson light energy, third lesson heat energy. And you will study what is the how heat and temperature are interrelated, the relationship between heat and temperature. Always heat is called as the cause and temperature is called as its effect. That is, on supplying heat energy, what will happen? Its temperature will increase. On absorbing heat energy, its temperature will reduce. So what is heat? Heat is always called as an energy. What is temperature? Temperature will measure the hotness or coldness. So now moving on to the next topic, which is temperature. What will be the temperature? Temperature is nothing but that degree of hotness of a body is what is called as or defined as temperature. So always hotter bodies will have higher temperature and colder bodies will have lower temperature. For example, water will be of lower temperature when I compare to the boiling water. The normal water will be of lower temperature when I compare with the boiling water. So how to define heat? It's the property which determines the direction of flow of heat. That is, this temperature will say from which substance to the which substance heat is always flowing. For example, to understand this, you consider ice cube dipped in water, dipped in normal water. So here what is happening actually is, you see that ice is melting, but there is a flow of heat from this normal water to the ice, because from higher temperature to lower temperature. So this will determine the direction of flow of heat. It's a scalar quantity and its unit is Kelvin. The SI unit is Kelvin. You have other quantities also, other units also, which is degree Celsius and Fahrenheit. So moving on to the absolute scale of temperature. I said there are various scales of temperature, degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit, but SI unit is always only Kelvin. Why? Because it is, you have something called as absolute zero in that. The temperature measured in relation to absolute zero using the Kelvin scale. What might be this absolute zero? Absolute zero is nothing but defined as a fraction of 1 by 273.16th part of thermodynamic temperature of the triple point of water. What is the triple point is where you can have a temperature measuring where its water is going to be in the state of all the three states. It's the point where you have all the three states acting in that. That is, which is nothing but 0 degree Celsius. So one part of it is what is called as absolute scale of temperature. So this 0 Kelvin is what is called as absolute scale of temperature. Celsius and Kelvin, like what's the relationship between Celsius and Kelvin? How to convert it is, Kelvin will be equal to Celsius plus 273. Directly when you add 273 with the Celsius scale, you will get Kelvin scale. Fahrenheit, how to convert Fahrenheit to Kelvin is that Fahrenheit plus 460 into 5 by 9 will give you the Kelvin scale, where temperature is given in Fahrenheit scale. So it concludes like 0 Kelvin. 0 Kelvin is nothing but minus 273 Kelvin. So 0 Kelvin is equal to minus 273 degree Celsius.